Hi everybody, this is Mark from Rocky Mountain Fence. I was driving by a fence today and I wanted to stop and take a moment and talk about fences that are built on retaining walls, especially freshly installed retaining walls, and some of the problems with that and how we at Rocky Mountain Fence actually solve for that problem. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this around so we can. So I apologize for how loud it is. We're on a very busy road here. But this is a fence that's been here for a while. We did not install this fence. This is, and I don't know who did. And honestly, I'm sure that the company who installed this fence did their very best at the time they installed this to do everything properly. But as you can see, we have a retaining wall here, which is about 3 feet tall. And then they put a new fence in behind it, a vinyl fence. They obviously did the things they thought they needed to do necessary. They put in some sauna tubes so they could get nice concrete and so on for the posts. Unfortunately, when you're putting a new fence in non-compacted soil behind a retaining wall, and what I mean by that is this retaining wall was built, they came back in, filled in the dirt. Typically you find a lot of gravel and stuff right behind these walls for drainage. And then what happens over time is the soil settles, and if I kind of lean down here, you'll see that the posts, these are now no longer plumb, and they're all over the place, in and out of line. Some of them are a good 40 degrees out of plumb, and the posts, if you look, you can see the tops. It's a little hard to see again, but the tops of the fence are up and down. They're no longer a nice, smooth, perfect line like they probably were when this was originally installed. And the problem is that they're installing a new fence on non-compacted soil. So how do we at Rocky Mountain Fence correct that to ensure that this doesn't happen? And the answer is we use a system called iDrive Power Systems. It's also referred to as a no-dig system. Basically what we do is, if we're installing this vinyl fence, we would actually drive 8 or 10 foot long, maybe even 12 foot long steel posts all the way down through all the loose soil, the loose gravel, and into the native soil down here where the ground was already and where it's nice and compacted. That way we can get you can see even these things have even started to come apart over time because they've just sagged out of plumb so much. Anyways, we drive these steel posts all the way through all the non-compacted soil, down deep into the compacted soil, and then we use a steel to vinyl bracket adapter, which goes inside the post. You'll never see that. And that not only makes it the strongest fence you possibly have, it ensures that when this ground settles in the future, which it always does on these, that the posts will remain strong and straight because they're actually not settling with the loose soil around them. They're actually staying anchored in the compacted soil below the level of the retaining wall. So if you have a retaining wall in your home or your business and you need to have a fence along it, give us a call, give us a shout. We can help you with that and make sure that you don't have a problem with a fence in the future that's just basically falling over because of, again, outdated practices.